We believe passionately in entrepreneurial fire, in giving everyone, everywhere, the chance to do their best and feel even better. We believe in you. We're here to empower every beautiful dimension of you. And at Mary Kay, we know we've all got a few things in common. We're all worthy of a community that understands us. We all deserve flexibility, and we should get to run our day instead of it running us. So maybe that's what brought you here to get to know us. Mary Kay has been a groundbreaking, trailblazing company for more than 60 years, and we follow in the footsteps of the original beauty influencer. Like many women in the 60s, Mary Kay Ash was not treated fairly in the workplace, so she made a change and founded a company that gives everyone the opportunity they deserve. Today, Mary Kay continues to be family-owned and continues empowering others in more than 35 countries. We are a company driven by the idea that you can do what you love, be who you want, and earn extra income on your terms. Our idea is powerful in its simplicity. First, Mary Kay creates hundreds of products that people crave. And yes, we win industry awards. Conduct 500,000 tests a year for safety, quality, and performance. Hold more than 1,600 global patents. And products are made in our own global manufacturing and research facility. Because what gets us really excited is how much people love our products. Because your confidence is our obsession. Next, we keep the business model beautifully simple too. Independent beauty consultants are 100% independent business owners. They buy directly from Mary Kay, then sell directly to customers to earn money. That's it. No wholesalers, no middlemen, no one holding them back, period. They enjoy the flexibility to work a Mary Kay business a lot or a little at parties, online, and on social, all while learning life skills from others and getting digital tools to help along the way. And if they're ready to lead a team of their own, they can drive the business as far as they want. Beauty consultants have one of the highest profit potentials on product sales in the world. Plus, at Mary Kay, they are always celebrated. Small wins are recognized, and big accomplishments are richly rewarded by a community of entrepreneurs and corporate employees around the world. Working together, we've also built a long history of giving. Mary Kay and its 4 company-sponsored foundations has given more than $200 million in monetary and product donations since we began tracking our philanthropic efforts. We support life-saving research and survivor empowerment with more than $24 million awarded to cancer research innovation from the Mary Kay Ash Foundation. And we strive to protect the environment by planting more than 1 million trees, powering our global headquarters and manufacturing with 100% renewable energy, and achieving zero landfill site status in our global manufacturing facility. We are a brand with a purpose, and we hope you see the amazing potential we see for a bright future together. This is where you can come to thrive. This is where you can unleash your confidence. This is Mary Kay, empowering women entrepreneurs since 1963. Then, now, always.
Hi, everyone. Welcome. Welcome to our Zoom, our Winning Wednesday Zoom. My name is Kathy Fowler. I am a brand new independent sales director with Mary Kay. I've been with Mary Kay for 9 years. Before Mary Kay, I've actually had a couple of careers. So I was in the medical field for about 25 years, and then I flew as a flight attendant for an airline for another 20. Don't start adding up the numbers, ladies. Come on now. And now I've been with Mary Kay 9, and I did start when I was still working as a flight attendant. I started my Mary Kay career, but I'm here for the rest of my life. It's just a place that I never really want to leave. I am married to Happy Man, as I call him affectionately. Most know him as John, but I call him Happy Man. We have 4 kids, 3 grandkids, no pets. We like to travel really spontaneously. We like to just get up and say, hey, let's go, and go hop on a plane and go somewhere. So no pets for us. Seems like that's the rarity anymore. Everybody has pets, and I kind of miss that, but I would miss travel more. Let's see, my next step in Mary Kay, I was a director for a short time, for a couple of years before, up until 21, and stepped back because I had a lot going on in my family. I just had some aging parent things going on. My stepfather-in-law was very sick for a while. My dad is 93. My mom passed away a long time ago, so he's by himself and occasionally needs help. He does really well, but he needs some help. And I had a sister who passed away just a few months ago in November. And I was the primary caregiver for her as well. So it was just a lot going on. I had both my knees replaced. The really cool thing was that, like, if I were still working at the airline when all of that was going on, I would have had to still go to work. And when I was working at the airline, I was gone 4 or 5 days a week, like gone, like not gone and come home in a few hours, kind of gone for 4 or 5 days at a time. So I never could have had the flexibility that this position gives me in order to be able to still help them out and take care of them. And that would have been like just really not good for me. I needed to be there to help them, and I'm so glad that I was. But now that's kind of all settled down. My knees are good. I've got some steel in my knees, some titanium, and everything is on track. So I decided to come back into my direct sales director position, and I plan to stay here forever. I am just now finishing earning up my third free Mary Kay car, which is the Trax right now. But by the end of this year, I'm going to be driving one of those pink Cadillacs like Alden has, because we've always admired that. So that's my big goal by the end of the year. So that's a little about me. But the big thing that I want you to know about tonight is I'm going to show you guys one of my favorite product lines, which is the Time-Wise Value Firm Repair. I think the package in itself is very pretty, if you can see it without the glare of the lights. I think the company's done a great job with that. And like when I first saw it, that kind of sold me before I even knew what was in it, because I thought it was so pretty. But it does encompass all 5 steps of any good skincare regimen. The first one of those is the cleanser. So everybody knows you need to wash your face, and probably, like if I talk to people and say, are you using a good skincare system now? What do you use? And they'll say, oh yeah, like whatever's in the shower for soap is what I use in my face. And it's like, oh, okay, let me show you. Because it feels really luxurious when you use it. It's a nice thick lather. It's called the foaming cleanser, and that's why, because it foams really well. Just gives you a nice, thick, luxurious lather. And when I use that with my little Skin Vigorate brush, it just feels so good. And it's like one of those, it's almost like a treat to be able to wash my face. So I'm a little spoiled, and I keep one of these in my shower for when I shower in the morning and need it. And then I keep another one at my sink because it saves me having to go to the shower and pull it out and pull it over to my vanity. But a little spoilage going on, but a great product. So it cleanses all your, you end up with totally clean, refreshed skin, and it doesn't leave any kind of residue at all. So your skin just feels nice and clean, but not dried out when you use it. Once out of the shower, my second step then is the Value Firm Lifting Serum. This just tightens and firms up everything we call the triangle of youth. So like from below your eyes, your cheekbones, down to below your jawbone is that triangle of youth. And that's where this is most effective, I think. But I do use it on my neck and décolleté as well. Just firms and tightens everything that's there. Keeps the facial contours from sagging, I think, is the appropriate language to be used there. Then I follow up, and that feels really good. Like when you put it on, it's not sticky or smudgy at all. It just goes on real smooth and silky. So it feels really good on your skin. Then the next step, depending on if it's morning or night, is the day cream in the morning and the night cream. That took a lot of coordination from me, you guys, to be able to do so the day cream in the morning and the night cream at night. The day cream, they both are formulated to last about 12 hours. So that makes sense, right? Because there's 24 hours in a day. So we're going to split this up pretty evenly. But the day cream does have an SPF of 30 in it. So it gives you the protection from the sun and the environment. And we know that 80% of the aging process happens because of environmental factors. Only 20% of it is actually hereditary or genetic. That blew my mind when I found that out. So that means that we can control a lot of the aging process, and these are going to help you do that. The night cream, you're just going to apply again after the lifting serum all over your face. You always go up and out on your face, across your forehead, down your nose, and don't forget that neck and décolleté area. The night cream does have retinol in it, so it does help minimize those. And so one of the things that sold me on the set, when you hear most things advertised that even the ones that have retinol in them, but they're products for to reverse signs of aging, they usually say we'll minimize fine lines and signs of aging on your skin. Well, this one says we will help you with even the deep lines and wrinkles on your face. So that was impressive to me, and it helped. Love both of those. Then the last one is our eye cream. So it's the Value Firm eye cream. one of my favorites about this one, it's so multifaceted because it naturally hydrates the whole area around your eye, helps minimize the little crow's feet, the little lines at the corner of our eyes where most of us start the very first signs of aging. But it's got this really cool tip on it. So you give the tube a little squeeze. See how this side is flat and then this side is kind of rounded. So you just squeeze a little bit out and then use the flat side to apply it to your skin. And then I flip it over like this and use the rounded side to sort of massage it into my skin around my eye. But this kind of metal is called Zymac. And that's the same thing that they use. If you've ever watched like boxers or fighters of any kind, or I think hockey players, Alden would know that. I think hockey players even use it. Like if they get hit in the face or something, their trainers will come out and they put this steel thing on their face. It's that same material because that minimizes the swelling and puffiness around the injury. Does the same thing for our swelling and puffiness around our eyes. It also targets dark circles. So this set is like miracle, in my opinion. There's one little product that I'm going to talk about that goes along, that's not included in the set, but I love this and I don't want to have to go without it. It's our Voluform facial peel. So you just, after you wash your face, so I do this a lot like in the morning because then I can do something else while I'm waiting for it, but it's just a couple of pumps. Pump it out, apply it everywhere except for your eyes and your mouth. Leave it on for about 10 minutes and just rinse it off with a warm washcloth. It does fabulous for the texture of your skin, the evenness of your skin tone. Just makes your face look really smooth. And it's one of the items that you can use and see a difference almost immediately. So it's one of my faves. I think that covers my product lineup. Am I supposed to do, oh, Christina's going to do the sheet, right?
Yes, so we can have Christina show our sheet so you can see some special offers for this evening. So the Time Wise repair set that Kathy just talked about, you can get for $215. And if you purchase the complete skincare set within 24 hours, so whether you're watching this live or on replay to help your consultant with her training and her scavenger hunt, you can get that travel roll-up bag for 50% off. And I actually have a travel roll-up bag here that I can show you guys. This is mine and it is filled with a bunch of products as you can see, but I love this travel roll-up bag. This can hang anywhere. All of the pockets zipper, so you can, they zipper at the top. I always joke and say a woman clearly designed this because while it's hanging, you can still get stuff in and out, and all of them Velcro off. So you can take them off, take it for, you know, the day, pop it in a purse, whatever. And then it all rolls up and looks amazing. This also makes a great gift for people as well, but you can get that half off with the purchase of that Time Wise repair set. And I last minute had Kathy add on that facial peel because I love the product as well. I know she loves the product. So that facial peel, you can ask your consultant. You can get that a la carte in addition to your skincare set. So thank you, Kathy, for sharing that. And my name is Alden. I didn't even share that with you guys. So if you're a guest and you're on live, let us know in the chats. We've got some chat cheerleaders that are going to welcome you. And if you're watching this on replay, thank you for helping your consultant. This helps your consultant with her scavenger hunt or her initial new consultant training or to move into a leadership position or whatever it is. This is June. And in Mary Kay, June is like our championship season. So this is when women are doing more in their Mary Kay business than maybe they ever have before. Our year ends June 30th. So this is when women are qualifying for free cars. Kathy and her unit and team are qualifying for the use of a free Trax. Right now, I know many are qualifying for Cadillacs, trips, diamonds, all fun things in Mary Kay. So you either on live or on replay are helping your consultant and supporting a woman's business and dreams. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And just for these next few minutes, I'm gonna just kind of ask Kathy a few questions. We're gonna kind of pretend like we're having, you know, coffee or tea together so that you guys can see a little bit into the Mary Kay world, what it looks like to be in Mary Kay and our culture. We want you to leave this either live or recording, having a better understanding and idea of obviously the amazing products in Mary Kay, but also a little bit more about what really Mary Kay is all about so that when you choose to support your consultant, first off, you know what you're supporting, but also you could be an educated talent scout. So you might decide that Mary Kay is nothing you would ever do in 10 million lifetimes, but you can think of some women that could use some extra income, use community, use a plan B, use a free car. Who could get excited about a free car, you guys? I have been in Mary Kay for 12 years, and I have earned the use of, this is horrible, you guys. I should know this. I think that this month, as my unit qualifies for our fourth pink Cadillac, I think this will be my 8th free car in Mary Kay in my 12-year career. So I've had multiple different cars, and that has saved my family so much money. So we want people to know there's cars in Mary Kay. And I know, Kathy, you've had the privilege of having 2 Mary Kay cars so far, and you're qualifying for your 3rd one right now. But I would love for you just to share. I know you shared your quick, before, now, and future story, but I would love for you to share like why you love your Mary Kay business in this season, and why you think that or what you think that more women should know about what Mary Kay really is all about.
Okay. In the season, so you might have noticed I've had a few more birthdays than a lot of you guys probably who are on here, but I wanted to have the flexibility. I wanted to still have control over my life and my calendar, and be able to go visit grandkids when I wanted to, go visit and help parents or other ailing family members as I needed to, or as I wanted to, without having to have permission from a boss or company in order to do that. It also, to me, financial stability is a big player, because my husband retired before I met him, had a full pension, a nice pension that we just assumed would be there forever. However, a couple years ago, that just was like taken away. Like the pension plan itself got in some financial difficulties, and they just cut 72% of his paycheck. So we got notice like in November, and in December there was a vote on it about whether people were going to do it or just let the money totally run out, if we were going to take a reduced amount or just let the money totally run out and have nothing. So that was like November, December, January 1st, he got his first paycheck at like 28% of what it had always been. So fortunately, I already had my business going, and I was able to make up a big part of that difference for us so that we could stay. We really didn't suffer. I mean, it was traumatic to see the small number on that paycheck, but I had the ability to be able to make up that difference. And it was just a really tough time. It's tough on men to go through that. I think he's very traditional, I guess, or conservative, and he's always been like the man and the breadwinner. So for him to lose that was like pretty devastating for him. And the positivity that came along with the stability of the financial differences in Mary Kay was huge for me, you guys, because it was a time that, like I said, it was kind of rough. I mean, it's just the tension of the uneasiness of not knowing what your situation is going to be and how you're going to navigate through that. So through this whole season, Mary Kay has kind of been our steadfast. It's been the one that slid here by me. And I always knew that, like, if we needed more money for a tax bill, I could always work more and get more money for whatever that need was. And that's been really a blessing for us. It's been really beneficial for us.
Absolutely. And Kathy, I know this because I know you, but I know that you have built a solid customer base. So as you guys saw, she beautifully displayed our time-wise repair set and the peel, which also a little tip with the glycolic peel, you can use it on your feet and it breaks down calluses as well. So it's like a treat in between pedicures. But I know that you've built a really solid customer base, and I think that's something that we should be talking about more, for consultants to know the benefits of building a solid customer base to build reorder business and residual income. So could you talk a little bit about how we make and how much we make from the sales of the products, and just kind of paint a picture of, what your reorder business looks like?
So I feel really fortunate to have the customer base that I do. I've just kind of plugged away at it. So for those of you who are consultants on here, just know that like I didn't just, like one day wake up and it was all here. It's just been like a little pecking away at it all the time, holding facials and skincare classes. But for all of you who are guests on here and don't know, we do make 50% of everything, all the products that we sell, and it's our own paycheck. So we buy the product from Mary Kay, and we have that product to sell, and then we keep half of the proceeds from that sale for ourselves. We reinvest the other half in product.
How much do you think your reorder business is from your customer base? And I loved how you shared, like, your customers didn't just show up at your house one day. Unfortunately not. We can't just look out there and see hordes of people coming to our home asking for products. But also that means we get to choose who we want to work with. We get to choose the customers we want to service and meet new people and introduce people to new products and our Mary Kay opportunity and help women feel better about themselves and serve them through these products that they didn't just show up at your door, but the work was worth it. But on average, like, what do you think your reorder business? So like you just, sitting there having customers text you because they're washing the products down the drain. We have 80% brand loyalty. So 80% of the customers that try our products come back and reuse them, which is the highest in the cosmetic industry. We have the highest brand loyalty. So I don't know about you guys. I'm very business focused. So I knew that when I started this business, I wanted to make sure I was investing in something that was going to pay me over and over and over again. So I knew selling a consumable product and the number one skincare and color line in the world was a really wise choice. And so, Kathy, paint that picture of what it looks like to have a reorder business.
Okay. So an average month is between $2,100 and $2,500 in sales just for reorders. So that's people calling me or texting me and saying, Kathy, I just ran out of my moisturizer. Kathy, I just ran out of my cleanser. And dropping it off to them. I did a couple this morning after our Zoom this morning. It's such a reliable source. Women are not going to let themselves just run out and not have anything, right? And they know that I will get it to them. I've really tried to build a reputation of having good, solid customer service for them. And I think they appreciate it. They say, like Alden said, I think that's what holds our customers to us, as opposed to, running to the department store and grabbing something. They don't have the same personal relationship. And really my customer list is kind of, I've said it before, like my Christmas list almost. These women have become my friends because we talk and I get to know their families and their kids and their parents, and it's fun. And that's made a big difference for me as well. So, but to know that I've got that solid stream of income for just reorder business I still do new business as well with facials and skincare classes, but that's kind of the base for it there. And that will continue to grow as I continue to stay in for the rest of my life.
So I just did quick math. That's about $15,000 a year in residual income. Could you guys get excited about that? I could get really excited about that. I could do a lot with $15,000, and ironically, there's a business, or I guess it's a economic stat that says for a family to live the same life they did in 2023, in 2024, they need 11,000 extra dollars for the same exact life, bills, all of that stuff. So there's definitely a gap in there. And we want people to know that, whether you're in Mary Kay or you're considering or trying to, maybe you've been praying for, how can you fill that gap for you and your family? And there's very real income that can be made in a Mary Kay business, and it's going to pay you over and over again. Like, you invest in those customers and they stick with you, and they're like family, like you said, they're family and friends. But that's a lot of extra income. And for a very, very part-time, less than part-time job, I bet on average, probably 10 hours a week you worked to build that. 10 to 15?
I would say an average to build all of that. If I were to like stop pulling off facials and skincare classes, and I think 5 hours probably a week would be plenty to run that, just the reorder business piece of it. I'm not quite ready to stop there yet, so I'm going to continue to do a little more than that. But yes, about 5 hours a week, I would say would run that, and probably 10 hours over the 9 years on an average, I would say is fair.
Awesome. So as we get ready to close up here, Kathy, I would love for you to share. I know, aside from the money, aside from the cars, aside from the diamonds, aside from all of the like fun material perks that a Mary Kay business can bring into someone's life, I know that you care a lot about the legacy about it. Can you share, like, because I feel like that makes Mary Kay so different. And the question I'm asked all the time is, what makes Mary Kay different? What makes our products different? And what makes our opportunity different? So I know the piece that you care a lot about shares what makes our opportunity a lot different and the heart of it. So I'd love for you to share that a little bit.
And this is hard for me because I do feel really, really strongly about the whole legacy idea of Mary Kay and how important that is to me. I think it's so important because okay, so look at Dawn and Alden and what they've been able to create for their families. Mary Kay Ash started this company back in 1963 with her bold um, courage, just that she could just start from using everything she had in the bank, but literally, even when everybody was telling her not to, because she believed so strongly in what we as women could do. And I think that like my age group of women are kind of sandwiched in between the era where men were treated had earned a lot of rights and benefits in the workforce, in the workplace, as far as like pensions and higher standards of pay and better safety equipment and all those things. Women were not really like rolled into that ball just yet. I think it has improved, but I still don't think that the equality is there when you look at men and women side by side. So women are, there's still a lot of the traditional mindset out there that women are supposed to be at home and taking care of everything home, right? Like if kids are sick, it's still, from what I understand, my friends that have young kids, it still falls basically on the woman to take care of them. And that's all great. And like, I wouldn't trade those years of taking care of my small sick kids or my aging parents for anything in the world. But it's good to know that there's more that I can accomplish with that. And the self-fulfillment that comes from being able to do that. And without the visionary that Mary Kay was herself, that opportunity would be lost for so many people. And it's so enthralling that the possibility is there for us. And I want to make sure that like Dawn was able to pass it down to Alden, and I want to be able to pass this down. I want my granddaughters to have the opportunity to be in a position like this, and they're my great granddaughters when they end up having kids. It's phenomenal. And in the other, like I said, I had worked two pretty much full careers, one in the medical field and one in the airline industry. And there was never the opportunity for growth that I've experienced in the 9 years that I've been here in Mary Kay. And that I think in itself is just that people care enough to build me up. And when I have a slip and I'm down, there's somebody there to always pick me back up. And there's somebody there to say, yay, when the car pulls in and I've got a new car sitting in the driveway that was totally free. It's a community of support. And I don't want that to ever go away. I want everybody who wants to be a part of this, I want it to be here for them. So it is important to me that we carry it on the way that Mary Kay, she was so smart. She was so wise, and to carry it on the way that she intended it to be is huge to me because it's worked for 60 years. Why would we need to change it? Let's keep doing it the way that Mary Kay planned for it. She knew she wouldn't be here forever, and she set it up intentionally so that it would go on in perpetuity. I hope, that's her plan. And I hope to be a part of that. So whatever I can do to forward that vision, I'm in.
Awesome. So, like I said, it's June. So the consultants that are watching this, they know, they keep hearing, oh my goodness, it's June, it's June. So I would love for you to share two parts as your, consultant self, why it's so important to rally and run strong and hard in June. And then what it would be like to start a new business and join our Mary Kay community in June, and why. Why start in June? Like if you're listening to this and you know, we're just doing this to help your consultant out, which we thank you so much. But something about this is stirring inside of you. We hope that you get all of your questions answered. We hope that this was a nice taste. For some people, this is like the full buffet that you needed, and you've been praying for something, and Mary Kay can fit that need that you have. But why run hard in June as a consultant, and why consider starting Mary Kay business in June if if you were gonna start a business?
Okay, so I've always believed in team sports, right? I've always I was on a couple teams when I was in high school. My kids all played team sports. I know a lot of team players, and I think that team players always are they're your people. Like they're who you can go to and they're who you can count on. I have not ever in my whole entire life experienced the kind of team camaraderie that I experienced. I think it was 2 years ago, Alden, when you finished trip. I'm gonna try not to.
No
And that
crying here
surprised me just a
tonight,
little bit.
Kathy.
Yeah,
It's not on my agenda, okay? Not on my agenda.
I
Keep it
understand. I don't mean
together.
to be the rule breaker, you know that. But anyway, Alden led us to a pinnacle event 2 years ago as a top trip director. And it was so fun in June, you guys, because she knew exactly what we had to have. She would go on Facebook each day or call us each day. And she had a big chart with squares on it that she continued to fill the squares in as we progressed toward our goal. And it was so much fun. It was so invigorating and so life-giving to experience that, the spirit of the team pulling together, everybody doing all we could do. So if there was any month in the whole 12-month calendar that would be my most fun month, it's June. And you have to experience it to be able to, I think, really feel that. But if you'll just trust me for this month and know that if you start your business now, you can still be a part of that. And you're helping, that's huge growth. Growth is what propels us into those big goals. And by us gaining new team members and bringing new people in and letting them experience what we've got, that's how we grow. So you're helping us, you're helping yourself, you're going to build momentum so that when July 1st and the very first year of our next seminar year the first month of our next seminar year hits, you're going to have your business off the ground. You're not just thinking about how you're going to get around to get started and get everything in place. You're already going to be doing it because we're going to ensure that you do it in June to help us all get to our big goals and help you hit that first goal for yourself. So I think June is the perfect time. You're building momentum, you're helping us, you're helping yourself, you're building an income and the residual customer base income for yourself. Perfect timing.
Yes. Good. And no crying. No crying had to happen.
I did it. That was scary for a minute. I thought it was coming.
Well, thank you, Kathy, so much. As one of our newest sales directors, our soon to be 3-time car earning directors, and on your way to a pink Cadillac. Thank you for sharing so much. I'm going to have Christina pop up on here real quick so we can show you guys what it looks like to start a Mary Kay business if this is ever something you would consider. So with Mary Kay, okay, it was on there, Christina. So I just love all your stuff looks so professional. I'm not used to seeing it on big screen. It looks so good. Like that Winning Wednesday script. I love that. But if you ever did decide to start a Mary Kay business, yep, it's right there. Perfect. So you can choose to start with our $35 eStart, and that gives you a consultant number, which, like Kathy talked about, gives you our 50%, our access to 50% discount with Mary Kay. So you can use this on your personal use products and to be able to sell to customers to make a 50% profit. Also gives you website and some resources that way. And then you can choose to add on samples for $45, or you can add on our starter kit, which is my personal favorite because you see how it has over $400 of retail products inside. So that is the best bang for your buck and gives you products that you can showcase virtually, you can demo in person, you can use yourself, all of that to start a Mary Kay business. So those are our options for starting a Mary Kay business now. Thank you, Christina, for showing that. Your consultant can resource you with that as well. So you can visually see and she can give you the best professional advice. But I will tell you, my best professional advice is to start a Mary Kay business. If it could serve you in any way possible, we are here to help you in every single capacity. And I definitely vote for the Pro Start with the starter kit, so you get your hands on tangible products and the best value. But I just real quick, I have a few questions for you to answer back to your consultant. Whether you're watching this live or whether you're watching this on replay, this helps her learn how to professionally follow up and to make sure that she's serving you best as a beauty consultant. So I would love for you to let her know, number one, what is something that you learned that you didn't know before, or something that surprised you? This is so helpful for us to know. You know, it could be about maybe with Kathy, actually washing your face or using a facial peel to exfoliate a couple times a week, or it could be business wise, something that you learned that you didn't know before, or something that surprised you. Number two is, would you be willing to be a hostess for your consultant, whether virtually or in person? So on the sheet that showed the price points, it said on the bottom, which I totally ignored until just now, that there's 2 ways that you can get half off on Mary Kay products. And one of that is starting your own business in Mary Kay. And the second is, if you would like to be a hostess with the mostest, help your consultant reach her goals in June, help her with her training, maybe her scavenger hunt. Would you be willing to be a hostess, gather some girlfriends together in person or virtual? Number 2, yes or no? And then number 3, you guys, I would love for you to let your consultant know A, B, or C. A is absolutely, I would love to start a Mary Kay business. This fits a need that I have. A. B means buy me a cup of coffee. I've got some questions. Maybe I'll do a practice interview with your consultant and her director to help with her training and get my questions answered so they can be customized to you. Or C means I'm going to see who I know. I'm going to be a heavy customer and I'm going to see who I know that could benefit from this Mary Kay opportunity. And number 4, you guys, obviously, if there's any products that you want, I actually have it sitting here in front of me as well, this amazing Time-Wise repair set. If you want this product, let your consultant know, or if you want to have her customize a regimen for you, she can do that as well. And I also highly recommend that you ask your consultant, what is the Skin Analyzer app? I think that's an underutilized tool that we have in Mary Kay. You can get the free app right on your phone, and it will scan your face and tell you how you can make it better using our Mary Kay products. And it is absolutely phenomenal, and you don't have to pay for it. It's completely free, and she can help you customize a collection just for you. So thank you all for being on live. Thank you for watching the replay. We hope that you learned something new about Mary Kay. We hope that you now understand the culture of Mary Kay. This brings you joy when you choose to purchase Mary Kay products. When you wash your face at night, you know that you are supporting an independent beauty consultant and her dreams. So thank you so much. Thank you, Kathy. You did a phenomenal, phenomenal job. And I hope you guys will run full out towards your dreams in June, whether you're in Mary Kay with us, whether you're outside of Mary Kay. I hope that you dust off those little girl dreams that you have and are willing to run towards what God has placed in your heart. Have a great night, you all.